I am so sorry. Anyways, if you're just coming in, this is part 2 to my karmic reading. If you want to go watch part 1, it's got a great thumbnail on there. It says the karmic situation, question mark, and a girl taking off a face mask. So please don't miss it. That was like 60 minutes of a really good reading. But for whatever reason, the app crashed and boom, I had to start a new video. Okay, so this is part 2. If you want to see this entire story and its beauty, please go watch part 1. So anyways, like I said, this karmic person may just realize this person really just doesn't want the child, doesn't want to have a baby with her, doesn't want to have a marriage with her, doesn't have a future with her. This person is just like, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. 8 of Cups, right on top of the Ace of Cups. So what's happening in the reality, this 8 of Cup guy is going towards the Ace of Cups. Spirit is guiding him away from the karmic. The karmic will be blessed with a new relationship once this person leaves. Maybe it's a baby on her own. Maybe it's just a new man, new woman, whoever. But this karmic will be blessed from heaven with something beautiful and brand new once the situation clears. But the reality is this person is on their way out the door in Karmicville. And then we have the stars. So in the masculine version here in Karmicville, this person is seeing the light and being guided out to deal with some unresolved emotions that are bottled up and not dealt with. Now, the feminine version in the future is karmic only, not divine. The Knight of Pentacles, which is a slow return. So I will say the karmic is going to slowly get over this. It's going to take the karmic maybe a year to fully get over the breakup of this karmic situation. It's not easy for this karmic to get over it. And to be honest, this other person down here may have a hard time too. I mean, bottled up emotions. Again, getting over the breakup of this karmic situation. But nonetheless, no matter how long it's going to take, which is a year or less, it is slowly going to get these people back on track with the Temperance card. Balance will be restored in people's lives once this karmic situation is over. And issues will be resolved. Let's go ahead and get some clarifications now. Little message came to me from this card, forest, steady growth, but it's sometimes you're too deep in the forest to see through the trees. You have to fly above it. Okay, so we're going to get some clarifications in Karmicville. Thank you all for being here. Spirit, please clarify the mental state of the karmics. Please, I'm hearing embarrassment, whatever that means, embarrassment. Mental state. Candles, an important discovery. So the realization, A, she's living a fantasy. B, she's living a fantasy. Okay, it's just not real. Okay, this is not a lasting commitment. So there's the clarity. Tell me about the emotions in this karmic situation. Padlock, not available. There's some other cards that want to come out, but I didn't want to pull them. We have Axe, breakthrough, and Garlic, strong potential. What I'm feeling more than anything, I think, is the Axe. Again, this other karmic person wanted to keep this person on lock in control. Eight of Pentacles, just like I did with my first karmic relationship. I wanted to be all over that person like white on rice. And what's the first thing that happened to me with that person after some years? I chased him off, basically, is what happened. He loved me, but we were young. I was 17, come on. But my issues definitely hurt the relationship, and it just is what it is. That was fate, though. That was fate. That was my karma. That is what I needed to go through to learn to be this wonderful Stephanie version that I am today. Had I stayed there, had been fixed and all that, maybe my life wouldn't be what it is. So you have to go with it, you know? So anyways, this is being broke because this person does not want to be tied down in this commitment, locked up, not available. This person is available. As you see, there's plenty more fish in the sea. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to seeing what else is out there. Secretly, High Priestess. In the end, I wish I could be with you. Whew. I also want to say this person wishes he or she could be faithful, but they can't. This person's like, oh, I wish I could be faithful. I wish I could be good to this individual, but I just can't. Tell me more about the Star and the Eight of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Show me what this means for the collective. What is the loudest message? An upcoming adventure, canoe, which to me is Six of Swords. Moving on. Bottom of the deck is pipe, smooth transition. Yeah. And I do feel it is smooth. We have the Star and the Ace of Cups. So it's like this needed to happen. This Eight of Cups needed to happen. And it's going to be smooth. Like, we're going to get through this breakup. It's going to be a smooth transition. It's not going to be harsh. And tell me about the outcome, bottled up emotions, Knight of Pentacles, which is, I wish I could still be with you. The feminine version here still wishes she could be with him. Even though he's out, he doesn't want to be in this relationship. Two of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, I'm out of here. Strength, 8, Major Arcana. This is all 8, 8, 8. Self-strength, self-worth. You know, and this person, yeah, she wishes she could still be with him, but it's not going to happen. He wished he could still be with her and be happy, but it's not going to happen because he still wishes he could be with ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, ex-partners, whatever. But he's got to get through dealing with those emotions from the exes. This person has a hard time letting go of ex relationships. The masculine male version has a hard time letting go of exes. And this top person, the female version, just has a hard time letting go at all, okay? Just has a hard time letting go of people at all. Especially this person because she saw long term. Whatever. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, bottled up emotions. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Okay. And I can't get it. Sorry guys, these darn nails. Leaves, the gradual shift. Just the word leaves is I'm leaving. Leaves. Is that not an omen word? Leaves. Knight of Pentacles, bottled up emotions, leaves. Gradual shift. Even the word gradual is Knight of Pentacles. The Pentacles ironically happen in the fall. And fall is the falling apart. It's just like ironic, all these words. This is going to take time to heal, but it's over. They're going to gradually shift out of this karmic relationship. But again, this is taking time. It just is what it is. A lot of you guys want snip, 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 end it, cut it. It's not going to happen like that. It started out slow, honey. It started out slow, honey, and it's going to end slow in Pentacles. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. It's just, it is what it is. But look, bottom of the deck, camping, much needed escape. Eight of Cups, the escape of this relationship. A much needed escape from this relationship. Someone is going to dodge a bullet. I feel somebody could have a pregnancy scare. And it's like, I'm pregnant, yay! And then they have a miscarriage. Torn apart. I have a miscarriage. Why? Well, maybe they're over 40. Maybe she's 42, 43, 44, right on the cusp of really not had a healthy age to have a child. Miscarriages are prominent in the older ages. I think the age 42, right, is when doctors say, at that point, high risk for Down syndrome, high risk for miscarriage, high risk for type 2 diabetes. Like, I don't know, there's all kinds of things. Maybe it changed, but I just remember that's what the doctors told me. So, you know, it could be that kind of a situation. But then again, some people are having kids till they're 50, you know? So I don't know. But someone here may be disappointed that the child situation is just not going to happen. And the miscarriage or the abortion or the Plan B pill or whatever is a blessing to the masculine. The masculine is like, please, please, please don't let her have a child. Please, please, please don't let this be a baby. Please, please, please. I don't want to be tied down long term with this person. Please, I don't want to have a relationship with this person. Please, I don't want to be tied in like that. Please, I don't want to have a child with this person. You know, they may be praying. And then their answer comes true, Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups. Don't worry, it's not going to happen. Or this woman is just like, you know what? I see that you really don't want a child with me. Don't worry, it's not going to happen. You know? Yeah, I mean, for everyone's different, Elizabeth. My friend Myrna, you know, she had 9 kids, and I think she's 44 now, or 43, and she just had another baby recently. So I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying it's more difficult, and it's like not ideal. Although for some people it's ideal. I mean, look at like movie stars. They're rich, they're famous, they've had their career, and now, boom, it's baby time, you know? And they could do whatever the fuck they want. They could retire now and be home with kids and be happily ever after. For some people, it's a major blessing. For other people, your body starts not feeling so great after 40, right? Your back starts hurting, your hips start hurting, you get sore when you bend down. It's not exactly the prime time to play at the playground and run around after kids and feel vibrant. You know, you start to feel your age, but you can always get more fit. I know a lot of 50-year-old people that feel like they're 20. So I guess to each their own, to every difference. But in this reading, a baby would not be a gift. A baby would be a curse in this particular reading. Why? Because this is a karmic reading, and, you know, it would be a curse. Had I had a child with my karmic soulmate, I mean, you always want to say, oh, babies are always a blessing, but it would have been one hell of a hard ride. I would have, of course, loved my child, but it would have been one hell of a hard fucking ride. So, you know, I'm glad. There was one time with my first, when I was 17, that I thought I was pregnant. And I was actually trying to get pregnant. And it just didn't happen. I'm like, what did he do? Did he do something to himself? We just weren't getting pregnant. I was young, I didn't know. But God just wasn't making it happen, guys. I think I was fertile. I had a child at 21, so for whatever reason, God just wasn't making it happen for me till a certain age. I think it was waiting till my dad died that I had kids, because it would have been terrible for my dad to die. Had he known his grandkids, it would have changed fate. So I think God was making me wait. It was sad for me, but better for him. My dad and me were very close, and he would have loved his grandchildren so much. So I'm kind of glad he didn't get to really know them. It would have been worse. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what this blessing has to do with you guys, but it's not a blessing here. And I'm just saying, like, there's a moving on. We have On My Way, Canoe, 8 of Cups. I thought there were plenty more fish in the sea. There's, in the actions area of this karmic reading, there is a moving on. Elizabeth, you had something to say. I tried stopping, but none of the C3 birth controls worked and had 3 more babies. Oh my gosh, girl. What? Hey, fate is fate, you know? I'm just saying, like, if that shit man, with my little guy, guys, I was on birth control. I did have the pill, and I probably missed a couple pills on time. And I thought, oh, no big deal. We're not even really doing it that often anyways, not like that, you know? And I was like, what are the chances? What are the chances of like one time, you know, with the pill missed? Like, what are the chances? I'm not trying. He's not trying. What are the chances? Well, I don't know. But Matthew's here. So I don't know what the chances are, guys, but Matthew is here. So shit happens. Listen, I don't want to go on and on about babies. Babies are all beautiful. I love all babies. But this particular situation, there's not going to be anything happy coming out about that. And what needs to be seen on the male version is, I need to go. I need to stop wasting this fucking person's time. She is emotionally and physically invested in me. She's put her name on me, or I've put my name on her. She's told her family about me. She's wearing a ring. We're sharing fucking paperwork. She thinks we're gonna grow old together, and I don't want to. I need to get the fuck on and stop wasting her fucking time before a baby happens. And then I'm really fucked. Get out. Get out. This is a much needed escape. Be careful, or there's going to be a sweet surprise. And you're not going to like it, and it's going to be an axe breakthrough. Get the fuck on. This karmic relationship is a warning. Get the fuck on before shit happens. But also just get the fuck on because you're wasting somebody's time. There's this saying I saw, I don't know, in some fucking video, but the guy was like, if you look at her and you wouldn't completely cry or lose it if you lost her, it wouldn't faze you if you lost her, let her go. Stop holding up somebody else's soulmate. If you're looking at your girl and you don't have tears in your eyes at the thought of losing her, she's not your soulmate. She's not your girl. Give her to the next person that is her soulmate. Stop wasting her time. But little does that person know we all need to go through karmic relationships to be right for our soulmate. Who knows? Maybe that relationship was karmic, you know what I'm saying? There's always a reason to do whatever the fuck. But if you've been there long enough, 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 5 to 8 years, if you've been involved with somebody like that, get the fuck out. You already know. You've wasted time. You've played with it. You've diddled with it. You know if you want it or you don't. You know if you have tears in your eyes for this person or you don't. You know what I'm saying? You've been in here long enough. So it's time to give that person to the next individual. All right, gradual shift. Let's get some messages from the masculine about this Karmicville situation. Messages from the masculine. What do you want to say, buddy? You're better off without me. For now. I never wanted to hurt you. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. I feel like you deserve way more. Again, this is a karmic relationship. I'm sorry I never gave you any closure, but I don't want this to end. I feel I need you in my life to some degree, or it will all fall apart. This person's going through some healing. He's got to go do some healing. And he just wants to step away. Canoe, upcoming adventure. 8 of Wands, much needed escape. 8 of Cups, I need to go. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt this karmic. I never intended to do that. This karmic Queen of Cups, she deserves way more than what I have to offer. She's better off without me, honestly. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry I didn't give you any closure. And I'm sorry that it's fucking ending like this. And I'm sorry, you know. And I've used you. I've used you to some degree because I've held on to you longer than I should have, because I felt like I needed you to some degree or my life would fall apart. I used this Queen of Cups for money because I didn't have a place to live. I used this Queen of Cups for monetary gain, 8 of Pentacles, because she held me down during COVID, or she held me down during a job loss, or she held down the fort. So I fucking feel I owe this person, and I needed her to some degree. Not because I loved her, not because I'm her soulmate, not because I want to give her a future, or I want to grow with her, or give her babies, but because I needed her, which was selfish. She wanted babies. She wanted marriage. She wanted forever. She wanted the notebook love. I don't know, maybe she was a bitch. I don't know. Like, I was a bitch when I was controlling. I mean, she does seem a little bitchy, but at the same time, a good person, you know? Which was a lot like me. I was a good person, but I was bitchy. Nitpick, nitpick, nitpick. Interrogate. Control. You know, I had to learn my fucking lesson. And maybe this karmic girl, she's got to learn her lesson. You can't have a relationship like that. You can't. You can't control a man. You can't nitpick like that. It's just not the way. It's not the way. Excuse me, guys. God, I feel like I need to blow my nose, but nothing's coming out. Must be the medicine. Anyways, let's get a message from this chica over here. What does she want to say? Hello, Nugget. You're scaring me. You were crawling. I didn't recognize you. I love you, though. My little guy's sick too, guys. He got it from me. I feel very, very bad about that. He's sick. You okay, honey? Come here. Let me give you a hug. I don't know, but there's one of these in the little cabinet down there if you want some. I can't share with you. Here's a juice. I think I brought this one up from downstairs. It's orange. Good boy. You're good. Okay, let's get a message from this person. Ooh, she is fire energy. She's like, I may be a Queen of Cups, but don't let that fool you. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. She can be angry at that. Okay. Blocked. Oof. I'm going to block you. If you leave me, if you do this to me, I'm going to block you. That's good. You should. You should block this person and move on. The next card that came out for her is vulnerable. I just feel very exposed. I feel very vulnerable. I feel raw. That's okay. She's being opened up to see the truth. This feminine karmic is like wounds exposed. Wounds exposed, definitely meaning like you've ripped me open, I'm raw, I'm feeling it. This is heavy, this is hot, this is painful. I'm really going through some shit now. Anyways, that's okay. She's going to be feeling it, and that's what kind of needs to happen for her. We have, I keep asking myself, why am I doing this? All right. So she herself is asking questions, and she could be he, but asking questions, you know, the female karmic is like, why am I in this relationship? Why am I pursuing it so hardly? Because that's not a word. Why am I pursuing this so vigorously? Why am I beating down this man's door? Why am I pressuring him for kids? Why am I pressuring him for marriage? Why am I envisioning us for forever? Has he ever given me the inclination? Has he professed this to me? Where am I getting these signs from? I'm too sick to fucking know right now. I'm sorry, guys. Like, let's get some cards. Spirit, what do you want to say about this connection? The karmic connection. There's one. Rise above your fuck-headedness. Rise above your fuck-headedness. Yeah, it says it, not me, guys. This is a deck with bad words, so I hope you're able to take it. We're all fuckheads in our own way. The trick to winning at life is developing the ability to identify your own fuckheadedness and then rise above it. What one little thing can you do different-ish and better-ish today? You beautiful fuckhead, you. So she's learning. She's like, I have quirks, I have issues, I have OCDs, I have tendencies and obsessions. I need to get past those. We have someone up here that's very OCD. Like, that's just how she is. The next reason they're going through what they're going through in Karmicville is your wound is probably not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. So they're both wounded. She's got abandonment issues. She's got OCD on whatever reason. She's aggressive and nitpicky and obsessive and persistent and interrogating, you know? And he doesn't want to sit still. He's up and out. He's moving around. He's playing with other people. He's keeping secrets. He's reminiscing about the past. All exes, all past relationships. I'm not over it. I'm not over it. He's got unresolved healing to do. He's always getting in relationships he knows he shouldn't be in. So yeah, their wounds are not their fault that they're all fucked up in their own fuck-headedness. But it's their responsibility to heal. You'll never be free of the people who harmed you until you take full responsibility for your own healing. No matter what family you were born into, no matter what relationship you thought would be forever that isn't, no matter who hurt you now or yesterday, what body you got stuck in, or the weird shit that has happened to you along the way. This is your life and no one else's. Be tender with the parts of you that are hurt and the parts of you that are struggling. Take ownership of your own whole, beautiful, dented, pieced together self. If you blame someone else for who you are and what you're going through, then you give them ownership of you. That sucks wet shit, doesn't it? Focus on what you can do right now and be your own very badass healer. Bam. And the other card that came out is, don't be an ungrateful shit. Seriously, if you're reading these cards, you're privileged as fuck. You can read. Reading is super fantastic. Think about how many generations of people didn't get to read. Fuck yeah. We're not completely fucked. We know how to read. Okay. It's like pointless with this reading. But again, just be grateful for the little things. Even the fact that you can see, that you can read, that you can do shit. Like, just be grateful. Don't leave this relationship in Karmicville and be like, it was all trash. It was all a pile of shit. It was all lies. It did nothing for me. They wasted my time. I wasted my money. I wasted youth. No. You got knowledge, wisdom, experience, and you are damn well on your way to being the best version of your best self that you need to be. And you are damn well on your way to being the perfect soulmate for your perfect soulmate. So don't be an ungrateful shit for this karmic fucked up situation. Be grateful for that shit. See? All right. What does the universe want to say? Universe, tell us your secrets. Ooh, this is a golden opportunity, honey. Doors are divinely being opened. Wow. Yes, my friends. Doors are divinely being opened. And that's that Eight of Cups, the star. Where you thought there was no hope, where you thought this was it, where you thought I'm fucked. No. This karmic relationship was a golden opportunity to make you the best version of your best self. Say thank you. Thank you for this relationship. Because now you get new life. And there's the robin's egg. A second chance. Makes me want to cry. It's like reincarnation. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm COVID and I'm all emotional and I'm on period, but whatever. This picture's like, for some reason, is touching me because this picture was taken in the back of my house at the time. I had this wreath, this spring decorative wreath that I made with flowers and all that springy shit, you know? And it was old as fuck. I had this thing for like 20 years. I got it from the Ark to like make this shit, so it was already old. Like, it was just fucking old. Twice used, probably, maybe more. And I still loved it, and I added flowers to it, and I just loved this little wreath. But I really didn't have anywhere to put it. I didn't want to throw it away, but it was kind of like trash a little bit because it was so old, you know? And I put this wreath in the back porch, just sitting there out of the way to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I had no use for it. Then this fucking robin decides to take the scraps of this wreath and make a nest. Look at her. Look at this fucking badass little nest she made. This was a real picture from my house, but it was a real nest. And look at these little babies. There's 3 of them, 3 little robin babies. And there's that mama bringing it a little bug. She's so cute. She's taking good care of them. Beautiful robin. And I'm like, here I am ready to throw this away, and there's the fucking nest. She made a beautiful nest out of old, twice used, looking pretty damp junk. And you guys can't tell, but these flowers were really faded. They look kind of pink, but they used to be purple. And the yellow was a deeper yellow, and it all got faded. But they look better faded now that I think of it. They look more beautiful faded than they did when they were first vibrant, hot purple, fuchsia, pink, bright yellow. They look more real now that they're faded, now that I look at it. And this little fucking robin made a beautiful home for her babies out of repurposed junk that I didn't know what to do with. I kept that. I need to go find it. I moved and I haven't been able to find it since then, but I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe it's around. But it just makes me want to cry because sometimes the saying, right? One man's trash is another man's treasure. But also someone that's not right fitted in one relationship. They may be the worst husband, the worst wife, the worst girlfriend, the whatever. In some other relationship, they may be a train wreck in other people's relationships. But man, they fit so perfectly with their soulmate. What were you saying, Elizabeth? I wish you still had some of these, your Oracle deck. I know. I'm so sorry, guys. You know what? I'll see if I can make them available again. I'll see. But anyways, it just makes me want to cry. Because you guys may not be the perfect wife, the perfect husband for someone else, but you are perfect for somebody else. Gosh, now it gets me. I thought pineapple juice was supposed to help, right? You guys saw those ads. Pure pineapple juice is supposed to help coughs. I've been drinking it now. I've been coughing more than I had. Whatever. Anyways, I was not an ideal wife to my first love. I was not ideal. I looked beautiful, but my personality was underdeveloped. I was loving and affectionate and good to his parents and traditional, but I was an emotional mess in my head, in my soul. My soul was not well. I was not an ideal wife in my second relationship. I was obsessive. I was worried. I was nitpicky, criticizing, and judgmental. I was bossy, and I thought I knew it all, and I was very much in my masculine energy. And I thought sex was going to solve everything, and it just didn't. Wrong. I had some growing to do. I was semi-good in my third serious relationship. I was a strong woman. I was a better woman. I got over my certain issues. I was finding myself. There's very beautiful parts about me. I was a great wife in the respect that I was a better person in the third relationship. But I didn't love him. Can't win, right? You can't win. So that didn't work out. And in the fourth one, I needed healing. The fourth one for me was eye-opening. I woke up. I saw what I wanted. I saw what I deserved. And I'm very grateful to him for that because I stepped it up and I loved myself. And I found my spiritual body that I never knew before. Now, and I'm not in a relationship, but now I feel I would be ready to be that perfect, no one's perfect, but you know, the ideal partner because of all the things I've picked up along the way. and everything that I've known and everything that I am now. I'm sure I'm never going to be perfect ever, but there's going to be issues in every relationship. But boy, am I at a good place for love. And that's when you get in the energy of, do you want it? And if you do, are you in the energy of receiving? And the second thing that you should look at is the person I've got my eyes on ready to receive me? Because I am a gift. I am a treasure. I am a diamond, actually, now. Because I've been polished, I've been cut, I've been lasered, I've been put under pressure. I've grown a lot, and I am a treasure. Is that person ready to receive that? Or do they need some work, you know? And am I asking the right person? Am I looking at the right person? Should I set my bar a little higher? And that's where you've got to ask, because sometimes your point of view has changed. People grow and you're not into the same person anymore. And the things that used to make you go, ooh, doesn't anymore. And maybe that's the case here in Karmicville. Maybe what once made your heart go pity-pat with this person, it just doesn't do it anymore. It's very mundane, Eight of Pentacles. And they're very detached, Eight of Wands. And this is just time where the chemistry is no longer there. And it's really just not with the Eight of Cups and the Star. It's like newness is out there. What's happening is the universe is showing you, hey, there's something else for you. So my saying here to the Karmics is, honey, there's something else for you. Better. Much better than him. Much better than her. Much better than anything. And I hope your heart is ready to receive it. Because you guys do deserve way more. You deserve more than this. So, without further ado, let's get an oracle. Alana Fairchild, Kali Oracle, what do you want to say for the Karmics in Karmicville? What is being gradually shifted out so delicately with Temperance? The mastery of karmic lessons that are being had. What are you showing us? Show us your wisdom. Bottom of the deck is Kali Kalamasa Nasini, number 42. And the card that comes out is, ooh, we've never got her before, have we? Dakshina. Very Scorpio. She comes to sever. Look at the snakes at her arms. Like, that is so cool, right? Very dark, very, very feminine, that dark shadow nature. She's a go-getter. Ooh, she's got fire hair too, red hair. She knows herself. Fearless. Fearless. I love it. Okay. So, fear can undermine your confidence. It can erode your trust and steal away the joy you take in living. The benign yet mighty Dakshina, Kali, manifests to conquer fear and realign the mind and the path towards peace and light, which is the Star card right there. Make a sincere offering from your heart to her right now, and you will receive her generous blessings and assistance. Open your heart with trust, for that which is blessed and beautiful wants to manifest in your life. Okay, so I'm having tears again because I'm emotional, but seriously, God, I love my kids so much. I am so fucking grateful for every breakup I ever had. Thank you. If I hadn't had that first breakup with my first love, I wouldn't have any of them. Oh my God, I can't imagine my life without any of them. Cannot even imagine it. This house, I love my house. I love my fucking house. I love my kids. I love my family. Oh my God, I can't imagine. Had things worked out with other situations where I would be. I'm sure I'd be just as happy, but either way, I don't want to lose what I have now. I'm certainly not going to look back and say, I wish I could redo something. I wish I could change something, because I wouldn't have what I have. And I'm really happy with what I have. I wouldn't change any breakup I've had. I wouldn't change any move from any house I've had. But I will say this, every time I had a breakup, and every time I had to move, I hated it. I cried, I cursed God, I was angry, I felt like the universe hated me, I was being punished. Why is life so terrible and so hard and so painful? It's because I couldn't see the blessings that were in front of me. I couldn't see them. I didn't know. I didn't know Maddie. I didn't know my kids. I didn't know this house. I didn't know you guys. I didn't know this job, this career. I didn't know. God, I'm lucky. So when something is crumbling and falling apart and ending, do what you need to do. But I will say this. Someday you're going to be grateful for it. And if you're not grateful for it now, you haven't got to the good stuff. So anyways, she comes as the star card. That's how she's coming in. She is a fiery sunset. She represents an ending of a truly frightening time and a very painful time. Yet this brings a new inner experience and courage. Increasingly empowered personal relationship with the divine. She is the reminder of the dark night that allows for rest and regeneration before the light of sunrise awakens us to the new cycle. She is with us in both the dark and light, and she arises in a reading to bring you comfort and reassurance that you are really allowed to get something beautiful now. And if you have been enduring a suffering, not only will she bring it to an end, she will ensure you that you're going to gain something of tremendous value from the experience you've been through. To engage in this peaceful blessing and psychological renewal that she bestows, make an offering, because the term dakshina means gift. Typically the gift you would offer to a healer or a spiritual teacher with gratitude for teachings. What could anyone possibly offer to a great being such as Kali Ma? Love, affection, prayers, and tears of gratitude, especially those that are all about being grateful. Honor and reverence. Why are these gifts so sufficient? Ma is an enlightened divine presence. She has no need for flattery or gifts to elicit love, grace, and protection. She gives that freely and generously. The offering to her is about what it does for us on a human level. Opening your heart. All right, so anyways, she is the star. So you guys are headed in this karmic situation for blessings. And my words to all of you karmics watching, if you're in that karmic situation, it's going to be okay. I promise. I've been there. Every ending is a door and a golden opportunity to something beautiful. Just like I said, my kids, my house, my life. I wouldn't have all these beautiful things without those endings. So take it with grace. It's a gradual shift. The rug is not going to be yanked out from under you. This has been gradually happening. And I just want to say, karmic people, this breakup has been gradually impending. Like, you guys have known it with the High Priestess. Like, if you really search your innermost truth, you'll know deep down in your heart of hearts that this karmic relationship has been on the outs. And it's slowly been gradually taking you to the end. And you know that, and that's okay. But, you know, the star is here. We have compassion. But this relationship is much needed to be escaped from. Okay? Hey, Elizabeth, I love you. So tight to you too, girl. So now I'm going to read 42, not the whole thing, but just a little intro of it so you guys can see what she has to say about the foundation. So this is the spiritual message about what's happening to the people in Karmicville. This is the physical. Just wanted to make that clear. Spiritual message, physical message. Sometimes it's clear to me, but not you guys. So what's in the 3D? Okay, so she devours darkness with her endless hunger for light, peace, and redemption. She reaches the deepest, darkest places and the darkest spaces, relentless in her pursuit of the lost and despairing. No soul shall ever be forgotten, abandoned, or betrayed by her. Those who believe in their own guilt, their own sin, their shame, evoke her mighty tenderness as she feasts upon the darkness that threatens to consume them, allowing the weight of their suffering, alleviating the weight of their suffering and allowing their hearts to become light and free. She is forgiveness. Yes. I love it. So in the physical realm, forgiving of all that was. But in Karmicville, someone does carry heavy guilt, heavy shame, pain, sin, and just know she comes to destroy it. So we are getting rid of those feelings of shame, guilt, and sin. Whoever's been suffering with that in the physical realm, we're getting rid of it. And we're being lifted up into the sky like the star card. Healed, restored. This is the forgiveness of Christ. This is the second birth. We do have second chances with new life. This is being born again. Okay? Transition. All right? Smooth transition. We are being forgiven and our sins transgressed. We are being cleansed and purified, and we're moving on to the next chapter. So, you have a lot of divine support, karmics. This is also an expression of what's done is done. This is an examination of the consumer of sin. Kalimasa Nasini devours past errors. This concept of sin is not intended to elicit guilt or shame on your part, but to give you a sense that you can become free from what has been. To learn from it, yes, and to allow it to define you, no. If you feel what has been done is too great to deserve compassion and forgiveness, remember that the Divine Mother's blessings are only able to bring benefit to all beings. All. It is the human experience that we feel like we're not worthy, but it is the human perspective that sees things in terms of winning at another's expense. This isn't about an overcoming of a partner or an enemy or a winning. It is a receiving, a blessing, an experience. True benefit brings spiritual benefit to all beings. What is truly right in the spirit, rather than matter of one person's opinion versus another, is ultimately best for all. When this oracle arises in a reading, especially at the ending, it is a call to give up on the past of your stories and all the stories about it, especially the ones that tether you to something you have long since outgrown. Let yourself off the hook. Trust that you have been beaten down and you will rise again. Know that this is your truth and you will be able to overcome. I feel like we need to read this invocation ritual. It says, say this prayer. Kalika kalamasa nasini. Devour the sins that fuel negativities. Protect me from utterances and intentions not in harmony with your divine wisdom and loving plan. I seek refuge in your supreme power and become free from my regret and free from my fear. I learned and now I let it go. May nothing stand between us. Our hearts be as one. You are beyond speed. You are beyond immediacy. You are in perfect tempering and perfect power and mercy. You destroy and you protect. I trust in your grace. Maja Makali, for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Ja Makali, Ja Makali. All right. Well, I hope that gave you guys peace. Funny how it says in perfect temperance, because the first card we ever started out with was temperance. It's funny how it all wrapped up. It all wrapped up into this card. This one card really said this entire message, but we needed all the rest of the pieces for it to make sense to you. Just like you had to go through all this karmic experience for your life to make sense to you right now, so you can be guided for what's really yours. All right. So thank you guys for watching my karmic reading. This is the karmic situation. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And keep in mind, if you guys want a reading for yourself, you can go to my website, www.jks1111.com. Anyone that spends $99 or more gets a free astrology and tarot reading live whenever you want, or private if you prefer, okay? But those are available. And if you guys want to send me a Christmas shout out, Christmas gift, a love, whatever, any support to the channel or equipment or anything to better anything that helps you and benefits you, you can go to Cash App and donate whatever to your heart's content. And my Cash App is money symbol. Let that shit go. 1111. Thank you so much for watching my videos today. And remember, like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. Thank you, Karmics, for watching me. Thank you, third-partiers that are observers of this reading, for watching also. And namaste to all of you guys. So I'll see you later. I'm feeling a little bit better, but I'm going to go rest. It's been a long video. Please watch part 1, because this is part 2. So you probably missed part 1, okay? Part 1 was pretty awesome. And I'll try to see you guys tomorrow. I'm getting better, so I can't come on more than once a day, because it's just a lot for me. And for those of you that didn't know what's been happening with me, I have COVID-19 again. I'm doing much better than before, though. The first time it got me, I thought I was going to die, really. This time, the symptoms were near the same, but much lighter. I had one night of severe body aches, to which I had to take oxycodone just to sleep because my body hurt that bad. And I couldn't sleep. It kept me awake, excruciating pain. But then it was over the next day. I felt good. The next symptom that really got me, not even really fevers, but was sleeplessness. Somehow COVID gets you this energy where you're tired, but you can't sleep. It's kind of insane. I don't know. It feels like you're going insane because you want to sleep and rest, but your mind's not shutting down. So I had one night of that. And the other worst one was dry mouth. And I drank all day long. Everything you could think of, I drank. And I just kept guzzling down liquids. But every time I would drink it down, my throat felt dry again. So there's something about COVID drying out your organs or drying out your body, like just dehydrating you. So, and I kept peeing so much, so I wasn't retaining it, I don't think. So, yeah, I had one day of extreme dry throat, not dry mouth. My lips were moist. My inner mouth was moist, but the back of my throat and into my sinuses was really dried out. So for whatever reason, that was a very bad experience with COVID, and I remember having that last time for about 3 days, though. It was much worse than one day. This time around, each symptom that was bad was like one day, and I was like, okay, I've gotten through those days. But I'm hanging in there, guys. Of course, fatigue is there, coughing, yeah, I've had maybe one day of pretty severe coughing, but then the rest is just, comes and goes. Sore throat, change of voice. Did I lose my sense of smell? Yes, but not that long. It was like 2 days of a loss of sense of smell and taste, and now it's starting to return again. So I'll tell you what, my body is on point. My body's like, I remember you, Rona. I remember you, and I know how to deal with you. My body turned on its immunity system real fast. And it's been what? Friday was when my symptoms really started, Thursday technically, but like Friday's when they really hit, to now. Oh yeah, my body's taking care of business. I'm already feeling good. My body's like, we got this, And so my body did naturally have a natural response to taking out corona. So it has been very mild, in my opinion, from what it would have been. Have I taken the vaccine? No. Do I feel like I need to take the vaccine? No. I just don't. I feel, and this is my spiritual belief, that the body has everything inside of it, a universe inside of it, of what it needs to heal itself. And if you are meant to heal yourself, then that is your fate, and you'll find a way. If you are not meant to heal yourself, then that is your time. But I believe the body knows. If you're taking good care of your body will take care of you. And my body is taking good care of me. My body's doing very well, and it's handled this COVID situation very well. It remembers, and it's got that antibody, and it's on point, guys. I'm feeling pretty damn good so far. So just want to give you guys a heads up on my experience and what I'm feeling with that, okay? A lot of meditation, a lot of grounding, a lot of good things that I'm drinking and taking care of. One good thing that I've been taking a lot of is garlic and onions and turmeric, natural antibiotics, honey. I'm taking a lot of natural drinks of those nature. I made soup, lots of garlic, onions, all that stuff, veggies. So yeah, taking good care of myself, guys. Ginger tea, that's right. I got ginger in my tea right now. Yes, ginger tea as well. Very good one. So yeah, I believe in the natural, guys, and I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, being sick is the pits, and some days are worse than the other, but overall, I'm doing pretty okay, considering. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. So much love. So much. Thank you all for your donations. Thank you for your support. Thank you for ordering everything you've ordered. And I'll keep you guys posted. Love you. Bye.